Hello, you're very welcome to another in the series of Tipperary age-friendly videos. Today our focus is on LGBT and the services available in Tipperary. We're going to hear in this video from Joanne, who is based in North Tip. She'll give us an insight to the services available and how to access them. I hope you find this informative and useful. Sit back, relax and enjoy. You're very welcome here today. Thanks a million for joining us.
Thank you.
For our viewers, would you introduce yourself and I suppose tell us a little bit about the role that you have and the group that you work for?
Absolutely. So my name is Joanne McCarthy. I'm a community development worker with North Tipperary Development Company. So we're a local development company based across North Tipperary, and we support loads of different types of initiatives, including social enterprise. We promote social inclusion. We try and promote employment supports and lots of other fantastic services. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a busy place.
Very busy. Yes.
And I suppose today we're really looking at LGBT and the supports that are available, because now there's a whole Tipperary support.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's many supports within the organisation. I work for a programme called SICAP, or Social Inclusion and Community Activation. Within that then we do have our LGBTI supports that we have promoted massive awareness around this year specifically. So there are other services such as our Ascend domestic abuse service. We have a rural development programme with leader funding. We have a job club, childcare, family support, and like I said, our own one, which is social inclusion, which is also extremely busy, especially at this time. Yeah.
And you know, then say for somebody who wants to avail of the services, particularly when it's LGBT, and I suppose it's still something, well, how do I get out? How do I find the supports that are available? What can they come to you to ask for support with? Absolutely.
So we support many people, including the LGBTI, not just that particular community. We support people who parent independently, people who no longer are active in the labour force, people from low-income households or families, people with disabilities, other communities such as the traveller community, and also new communities, people who weren't necessarily born in Ireland and may need support when they come here. So there's a plethora of things that we can help with.
Okay, so really and truly anybody can come to you, I suppose,
yes,
is the first thing. And how can people contact you as well?
So there's multiple ways to contact us. You can contact me directly. I think my phone number is going to come up on screen. I can also be contacted by email. I can leave my details. We have a fantastic website, www.ntdc.ie. We're also available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the fantastic social media platforms.
Okay, so really that's even a good place for me to start if I want to know what's available and how I can come and approach you.
Yeah, and you can always just query. You don't have to come with full supports. You can find out what it is we can provide and whether it would suit you. And then we can just go from there. And I suppose the key thing is as well, particularly with my own line of work, everything we do is 100% confidential. Okay. So we treat everybody with respect and confidentiality, and don't be afraid to get in touch.
Yeah, and I suppose that's a huge thing for people to know, is the confidentiality, because that could stop somebody approaching you otherwise.
Yes, specifically I think with the LGBTI, some people may not necessarily be out. Some people may not necessarily be ready to get supports or services and only want to query what's available. So we can help them through that process if they need it.
And when you say that somebody will say isn't quite ready to use all the services, but they want to just maybe even connect with you.
Absolutely.
Can they just ring and have a chat? Do they drop in? What way?
So we don't necessarily have a drop-in service, but what I do from my part is that we in NTDC work collaboratively with many organisations, one of which I work a lot with this year was GOSH. They are gender orientation service for HIV, sexual health. They are fantastic. They're based in Limerick. And they outreach services into the north of the county. So what I do is I facilitate people to get in touch with those services, and I can offer a safe space. So there may be something like issues around transport, barriers maybe around childcare, or even just anonymity that people might be fearful of. And I can help support that. So I can put them in touch with the correct people, offer the safe space, and just in general be kind of a helping hand where needed.
Okay. And then I know you said you're based in Nina. So if I want to get use of the services, maybe of a course that you're running or something, is it only in Nina or?
No, we have 3 main offices. Our head office is in Nina. I'm based there myself. We also have an office in Thurles and Roscrea, but we outreach all of our services across North Tipperary. So if you are living in Lara, if you are living in Littleton, Newport, any of those places, you can get in touch with us and we'll put you in touch with whatever service it may be that you're looking for. And if you have an issue again around whatever transport or anything like that, we can come to you or we can try and sort something for you.
Okay. That's absolutely fantastic to know that it's such a range of areas. I suppose then one thing, just myself, just wondering, from the point of view, we say of, let's say, I'm somebody who has decided to come out to my family, you know, no matter what age, whether it is I'm the parent and I'm coming out to my children or the other way around. Are there supports there for that as well and for my family?
Absolutely. So we don't just support the LGBTI community, we support family, friends, the community, youth-based supports, allies. We want to help people who want to help themselves. We also want to support where we can. So we would offer fantastic opportunities like training, workshops, and we can, I suppose a lot of them too are kind of, people come to us and say, I think this would be really good. Could you run something like this? And that's how we get the idea. So a lot of it is community led. So that's how we introduce particular workshops and services. So in 2020, we have already run an LGBTI awareness program. We ran a parent and carer support program. And currently there's a healthy relationships program for young adults running for people aged between 18 and 24. So there's a multitude of different things that we can provide. And if there is something that somebody thinks would be very viable and of benefit to the community, then please get in touch with me and we will try and arrange to organise that support.
That's fantastic. So somebody watching here and they said this would be a workshop or maybe a series of workshops that we could run in our area.
Yes.
They can contact you.
What we do is, it may not necessarily be facilitated by myself, but we would coordinate it with another organisation such as GOSH, such as the HSE, Tipperary Council, Youth Work Ireland. We work collaboratively with all them fantastic organisations and we work together to achieve the end goal, which is getting awareness and supports across the north of the county.
And I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting everybody involved, the different groups and the people, and opening them up to what is available. And that actually, it sounds from listening to that, there's fantastic supports.
Yeah, so our supports range from anywhere from young people right up to the elderly community. So we have, we'd like to actively try and promote kind of social inclusion around that. We have a Thurles meet and greet group. Unfortunately, it hasn't started just yet, but due to COVID, it was supposed to get up and running in November 2020. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But that particular group is for anyone over the age of 18 to meet in person in I think it's around Liberty Square in Thurles. Again, you can get in touch with me for the details. And that is open to the LGBTI community, family, friends, anybody who'd like to volunteer, any community awareness, all of those things. We'd love to have people get in touch with us.
So once I'm 18 or over, I can go to this and it would be a space where I can find out again a little bit more about the supports, meet other people maybe who have been through similar or are in the process of, and maybe be able to receive help or give help.
Exactly. It's all about sharing. It's all about networking. It's all around peer support. And that's what the aim of establishing the meet and greet group was. I think as well, it's important to say that The reason why we do 18 plus is because there are already fantastic youth supports available across the county. Feroiga have a great network. Youth Work Ireland do fantastic work. And then within our own company, we have a group of people called the Purple Hearts based in Rossgrey. So again, we link in with those two, but the aim of this is to support the older people. So if you are somebody who's been married and you're suddenly feeling that this isn't where you are in your life, if you are somebody who is in their 70s or 80s who have always known that they were LGBTI, then, get in touch with us. We can try and help you sort through some of that, put you in touch with the professionals. Like I said, Gosh are a fantastic service. They have trained workers, support workers, youth workers, and they can help you through what it is that you might need.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And just in listening to you, do you find, say, in the last few years that older people are more comfortable coming forward to say, can I get a little bit of support in this?
Yeah, I think so. I think when the marriage referendum passed, I think it changed the attitudes for a lot of people back in 2015. And I think that people are more braver now. I do understand that, you have to be in a very safe space in order to be ready to come out. And we would recommend and say, make sure that you are in that safe space. If it's not safe for you to come out, then please don't. But if you wanted somebody to confide in, you can get in touch with us. Maybe we can help you out, put you in the right direction. I definitely think attitudes have changed for sure. And I think positively.
Yeah, which is great to see.
Yes.
And we need to see more of that.
Yeah.
If I was to ask you to say, what's your one piece of advice? And I suppose because we're thinking of age-friendly and the older age group here, what would be your piece of advice to somebody who is saying, okay, I think now is the time to come
I would say
out?
get in touch. It's always best to inquire. You don't have to give details, personal details, initially if you didn't feel comfortable with it. I would also say as well that if you are not from North Tipperary, please also get in touch, because there are many people who are based, in Limerick or Waterford or wherever, and may not feel comfortable getting in touch within their own county boundaries. So we would be more than welcome to support people from outside of the county as well, who may need that initial step up, or just a kind word, or even just a text message. And I'm happy to support anybody who needs that.
That's actually something I never thought of, that, I might not feel comfortable doing it within my own county.
Again, it's around confidentiality. Some people mightn't necessarily be comfortable coming out in their own area, but still want to come out. So we would be delighted to help somebody process that and support that for them.
So the biggest take I have from today is that it's a confidential service. The support that you need is the support we'll help you find.
Yes.
And the best thing to do is to either pick up the phone, email you, find you on social media, and make that connection. And it can be in total confidence.
Yes. Yeah. And the more the merrier.
Thank you very much for sharing so much useful information today.
No problem. Yeah, it was lovely to be here, and thanks for having me.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you very much for joining us for today's video. I hope you found the information useful and helpful. The services across the county are really amazing, and as everybody interviewed today has said, access them. They're there to support you and help you in any way that they can.